Hi, I'm Brock Croc, and this is Squatch Watch. Today, we're going to be talking about Squatch Watch essentials. First thing you need to have when you're hunting for a squatch is a chew. Always got to have a chew in your lip. It's an essential. Right here. You can chew whatever you want. Our chew is classified. Just have a chew in your lip. Second off, trusty camo hat and a nice pair of sunglasses. Always does the trick in a nice hot day like this. Third thing, or fourth, you need to have a nice, durable backpack. You never know what you're going to have to haul off in a jungle like this. You might find a squatch skull or a squatch finger. You know, squatches are real aggressive creatures, so you just never know when you're going to need to use a backpack as a defense mechanism or a hiding trick or yeah. So, in my trusty backpack, I love to stay hydrated. And it's really essential to stay hydrated out in the jungle like this. And that's a lot of jungle. Inside my backpack, I like to carry just a few things, you know, because I need some space for, like I said, my squatch skull or a finger, or, you know, you need some space. You can swing it around like that as a defense mechanism, because, you know, squatch is really tall, average about 7 foot tall, so you really got to try and get it up there to swing at them, you know. I always like to have the end of a broom with me, so when I walk around, I can dust my tracks, so the squatch can never trace us, but we can always trace him. Next order of business. Love to have a towel. Whew! It's a hot day out. And finally, I like to have an extra shirt around, because my name is Brock, but my nickname is Sweaty McSweaterson. I like to sweat a lot, so I like to change my shirt out every now and again and, you know, really keep it dry. Now, we're going to turn it over to my friend Steele, and he's going to show you what he likes to pack.
Steel Pinewood here. One thing Brock forgot to mention when mentioning his Squatch Watch essentials is the trusty Squatch watch. You never know when you're going to lose track of time when tracking down these squatches. Also, in my trusty backpack, we have a zipper that's real hard to find, so that it confuses the squatches, so that they can't get into my backpack when I'm trying to use it as a defense mechanism. First thing I like to carry is a nice flashlight. You never know when it's going to suddenly get dark outside and you need a flashlight. Second thing is a pressure gauge. Squatches love to hang out in high pressure areas, so you always carry a nice pressure gauge so you can gauge the pressure in the air. Third thing we have is a nice pair of headphones. It's good to keep your headphones not all tangled up, so you can put them on when you're ready and plug her into the nearest tree and listen for squatches. I like this one because it's got the volume control right here. Final thing, nice PlayStation 3 controller in case we run into a really nice squatch and we want to give them a souvenir from the other world. We're going to say, hey, here's a nice PlayStation controller for you. Play around with your friends. You know, maybe you can make something out of it. And that's what I like to keep in my Squatch Watch essentials.
Hi folks, Brock Croc here, and we're here in the Florida jungle where my buddy says there's been a lot of recorded high air pressure systems rolling through these parts. So me and Steel Pinewood here, we came down here to check it out, and here we've hit a break in the woods here, and This is a real prime area where you got to establish where the Squatch makes his trail. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, like I said earlier, the Squatch, he's 7 feet tall. Okay, an average of 7 feet tall, the average Squatch. Okay, big creature, very big creature. You got to find out where he establishes his trail, and if you look straight behind me here, the Squatch looks like he's been establishing his trail a little bit wider path than, say, this one, where an armadillo or beast could have roamed. Squatches are the kings of the jungle. Okay, they beat down beasts. All right, so my Squatch watch says it's 1:44 in the afternoon, and let's go hunting for some squatches.
Let's start our investigation.
Now, folks, notice how only one star is always in Squatch Watch. This is because of our POV camera that we like to use. We like to really give our viewers here at home, we like to make it real personal on Squatch Watch here. So,
Oh, look at this!
Oh.
Don't want to touch it.
Oh.
But this confirms what we've heard from the locals here about a little girl that went back here hiking about 6 months ago. And she came back with her little flute.
Wasn't she with her dad?
She was with her dad, and she strayed from the trail. And she was never seen again. So there have been Squatch in the area. Let's go see what we can find.
Okay, folks, we've been navigating through the forest here for about half mile now since we've spotted our first piece of evidence, which was that little girl's flute. And we've just been trying to follow this Squatch path, but as you can see, it's gotten a little dense, so bear with the camera angles here. And we're reading a high pressure gauge, high pressure in the system here, so we should be here in prime territory to find something real soon. So, here's a little bit bigger of a trail than back there. Pressure's getting pretty high here, Steele.
Is it?
Yep.
What's the reading?
We're at full.
Oh man.
100%.
Oh.
Steele, we got something.
We got?
Steele, we got something.
What do you see?
Steele, we got something.
What do you see?
Steele, we got something. We got something.
What is it?
Steele.
What is it?
Steele, we got a Squatch house. We have a Squatch house, Steele. Steele, we got something. Get back here.
Get back there.
Get back here, Steele. Steele, we got something.
I got the bush.
Pressure is through the roof right now on the pressure gauge. Close. Steele, we got something. Wow. Folks, you're seeing it here first on Squatch Watch, episode 1. Here we have a Squatch house. Now, Steele, remember, do not step in the middle of the Squatch house. He cannot know that we have altered his domain. My heart is just, it's through my chest right now. Steele, how do you feel?
So is mine, man. This was a great find.
We're gonna have to investigate a little bit more.
There's gotta be something else here.
And see what we can find.